Hello, and welcome back to the Asylum for Art for another installment of Winter Solace. Tonight we have Aaron Young, a guitar player from Calgary, and Aaron Young.
Right, thank you. It's such a pleasure being here. Yeah, I'm going to play a number of Christmas songs, but I'm also going to play some other tunes, some of my very favorites. And I love Stevie Wonder, so we're going to dig into some Stevie Wonder for you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I want to really take this moment to thank all the frontline workers, all of the healthcare workers that are risking their lives for us. And this is so cool. The Calgary Zone healthcare system, all the hospitals. Thank you so much for having me tonight. This means so much. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to play a lot of cool songs. I'm thinking maybe another Christmas tune. This is one of my absolute favorites. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. It's a song called What Child Is This? That was actually first derived from a very ancient song, one of the oldest written tunes on paper greensleeves. Pretty neat little tune. That's my version. I'm actually going to play an original song now. A song that it means a lot to me. It's a very different song for me. It's a song called Big Picture, and basically it's about that moment. It could mean anything. For example, I think about the astronauts in space when they were out there all by themselves and they could see the world, and they're all alone, yet they're so connected because they can see everything. And that's that big picture. And that can mean so many different things for so many different people. And that's what this song is. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. So, it's funny. I have 3 kids. They're all girls, ranging from 6 to 12. And they're, of course, they're just crazy about Christmas. But it made me laugh. I was just this last summer playing a Nat King Cole song. Not a Christmas song, just a Nat King Cole song. And I was just playing it. And my daughter comes in, she goes, "Why are you playing Christmas songs, Dad?" And I just started to laugh because, you know, the only time they ever hear the classic songs, be it, it's that kind of style, right? So whenever they hear that ilk of jazz music, they think it's Christmas music. It's pretty hilarious. I love it. But it just so happens that Nat King Cole did a song that I absolutely think embodies that Christmas spirit. And whenever I hear it, it just reminds me of being at home when I was a kid and being cozied up by the fire. It's chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love that tune. It's like once I hear that, and then I know it's like, okay, it's Christmas. I feel better. Now, a real Canadian hero made a big statement, and he, well, what do you say about Gord Downie, right? Such courage. This is for anyone that connects with his story. Thank you. Every now and then, a head by a century turns into the little drummer boy. I mean, why wouldn't it? Again, thanks so much for having me. This is so cool. And I'm actually getting used to this now. I'm streaming so much lately that it's like it's normal. All right. Well, some of my all-time favorite artists are an insect. And the Beatles were like, they're highly rated, but there's a reason. There's a reason. They wrote all the best songs, and I don't know. Need I say more? So I'm going to do a little medley of three of my favorite tunes of theirs, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. Who out there watched the Charlie Brown Christmas? It was like the best, the old one, It was just the best. And Vince Guaraldi wrote the tunes, and my favorite one on there is this one, and I'm sure you're going to recognize it. Thank you so much again for having me. I'm going to do one more song for you all. And again, a big thank you to all the frontline workers, all the healthcare workers, all the hospitals throughout Alberta. This is just, it's amazing how people have come together, and we're doing good. You know, we're making things happen. And this is my way of bringing the love. And I was going to end with a Christmas song, but I often change my mind. I was going to end with "Oh Christmas Tree," and I love "Oh Christmas Tree," especially as like an upbeat jazz kind of thing. But there's a song that kind of came to mind that I think really embodies the spirit of this time of year, and it's actually one of my favorite songs, and Louis Armstrong wrote it, a song called "What a Wonderful World." Thank you again, and have a great night. Thank you so much.
is here. Well, thank you, Aaron. That was, I'll turn myself on. Thank you. That was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks for having me.
This is about the fourth time you've been here in the last few months.
It's
So,
almost like I like this place or something, eh?
I know. I know. It's a good thing we put that cot in the back room for you.
It comes in handy. Thank
Yeah,
you
for
that.
sure. So we're going to do a little bit of a question and answer period. I see that my head is being cut off here, so I'm going to just stoop down here.
Nice.
Here we go. So if you have any questions, just ask them, put them into the comment field below the video, and we'll ask them of Aaron. There's a couple of questions here already and a few comments.
Cool.
So Marie says, absolutely love all of this. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Marie. That's awesome.
Stephanie there's a few comments here from Stephanie. She seems to like you.
Awesome.
Woohoo! Okay, we do have a question here though that Stephanie wants to know. Are you originally from Calgary?
I came to Calgary in 1997 from Saskatchewan, from Prince Albert.
Oh.
And I've been here ever since. I mean, the first 15 years I was here, I was pretty much everywhere but here, but I technically lived here. I was touring around the world with various bands. Yeah.
But Calgary was your home base.
It was my home base, and I didn't really get to know Calgary until like 15 years after I was here. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty good town.
It is. I love it.
And when did you start playing and performing?
I started playing when I was 10 years old, and by the time I was 11, I was on my first TV show. And I was one of those kids that was, so glued to this thing that it was almost a problem. But no, that's all I did. I just, came home from school and played until I went to bed, kind of thing. And
That's pretty good. What can you tell my students to get them to do that?
It's funny. I just think you either have the hunger or you don't. And it's, there's been a couple of my students that I've kind of stoked the fire in. It's taken a little while, but I think that it's just a matter of hanging in there. And if you hang in there and you do your practice and you do your scales and you learn your chords, and there'll come a point where you actually like what you're hearing. And that's the fuel, right? For sure.
And what was inspiring you at that time to make you practice so much, and how has that changed over the
Randy
years?
Rhoads, Ozzy Osbourne. I love that stuff. I wanted to just, that's all I wanted to do.
That's funny. Brad Mahone, who was here last week or 2 weeks ago, played Midsummer's Daydream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was a little memory from when I was struggling to learn some Randy Rhoads when I was 14 as well.
Well, we all went through it, right? If we're lucky enough.
For sure. Cool. Well, I guess that was Rick Emmett. That wasn't Randy Rhoads, was it?
That's right.
Sorry.
I was going to bust you.
Bad reference there. But yeah, very good. All right, we have. And what's the best way that we can support artists now?
Well, I think that there's a lot of artists streaming on Facebook Live, streaming on YouTube, and oftentimes they have a tip jar, and it's a virtual tip jar, and you can help them out that way. But I think right now it's really the only way to make that happen. For example, tomorrow night I'm on Facebook Live on my profile page at 7, and I'm going to do a Christmas show, and that's my outlet. That's my gift to you guys. If I said to a lot of my peers and co-players, either you keep using this or you're going to lose it. We got to, it's a muscle. we have to work it, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think when we come out the other side of this thing, we're going to see a polarity between the musicians that have really practiced and the ones who haven't.
I think you're on it.
And I think you've been practicing a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had lots of time to do that. So.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we have another question here. Where's the most favorite place that music has taken you?
Oh, that's a tough one. But I have to say, I miss Scandinavia, Denmark, and especially Denmark. There's such respect for music, and there's such etiquette, and the food is awesome, and the people are they're so cool. the festivals were amazing. We would go there every year and we'd play all the festivals, and yeah, it was an amazing place to be, and I really do miss it. I could easily live there, for sure.
Excellent. Aaron, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask Aaron?
About your guitar that you mentioned earlier.
Oh, okay. I have a question about my guitar.
That was a question that I had too. It's one of the most beautiful sounding instruments that I've heard.
Yeah, I was really lucky to come across this. I believe I bought it in 2005, and it was already, I think, at least 10 years old at that time, maybe even a little bit older. But it's one of 12, and it's made out of these really old, amazing woods. And yeah, the second I picked it up, I've never heard an instrument with such a full, commanding voice, and yet so soothing if you want it to be, or aggressive. And it's like you don't even need to plug this thing in a concert hall. It commands. And it's yeah, definitely bury it with me, you know.
Yeah.
I
hope you don't do that, because I would like to see
you
keep
want
playing.
it.
I want it, yeah, that's for sure. And when is your Christmas show tomorrow?
It's on Facebook Live, streaming at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and it's my Christmas extravaganza, and I'll be singing as well, and it's out of my home. I have a studio there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Excellent. I think I might tune into that as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you, Aaron, for coming by tonight and playing your music.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolute treasure. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Oh, my mouse isn't working. Usually turn off the sound.